and you'll pay for centuries long past, for no more than your bread have bled for your countries and counted your dead. In the factories and mills, in the shipyards and mines, we've often been told to keep up with the times, for our skills are not needed. They've streamlined the job, and with slide rule and stopwatch, our pride they have wrong. We're the first ones to stop, we're the first ones to die, the first ones in line for that pie in the sky, and we're always the last when the crane is set out, for the worker is working when the fat cat's about. And when the sky darkens and the prospect is war, who's given a gun and then pushed to the fore and expected to die for the land of our birth, though we've never owned one lousy handful of earth? We're the first ones to stop, we're the first ones to die, the first ones in line for that pie in the sky, and we're always the last when the crab is set out, for the worker is working when the fat cat's about. We're the first ones to stop, we're the first ones to die, the first ones in line for that pie in the sky, and we're always the last when the crab is set out, for the worker is working when the fat cat's about. We're the first ones to stop, we're the first ones to die, the first ones in line for that pie in the sky, and we're always the last when the crab is set out, for the worker is working when the fat cat's about. And all these things the worker has done, from tilling the fields to carrying the gun, we've been yoked to the plow since time was begun, and always expected to carry the can.
Right in front of me, color of her eyes were the color of insanity, crushed beneath her wave like a ship I could not reach the shore. We're all just dancers on the devil's dance floor. Well, swing a little more and there we go. Swing a little more next to me. Swing a little more and there we go. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Brushed against her face, I could feel her insecurity. Mother had been a drunk and her father was obscurity. Nothing ever came from a life that was a simple one. Pull yourself together, girl, and have a little fun. Well, she took me by the hand, I could see she was a furry one. Her legs ran all the way up to heaven and past Avalon. Tell me something, girl, what it is you have in store. She said, come with me now, on the much hope for me. Sweat beneath her brow travels all the way and heading south. Bleeding hearts crying cause there's no way out. Well, swing a little more, and there we go. Swing a little more next to me. Swing a little more, and there we go. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Swing a little more, and a merry go. Swing a little more next to me. Swing a little more, and a merry go. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor.
That morning I went over to my grandparents' house. My grandparents were worried about our furnace because we had a kerosene leak. I remember he got Hawaiian pizza because that's the only one that Tyler will eat, you know, his Hawaiian pizza. And that's really the last thing that I remember until I woke up in January. I remember not knowing where I was and then looking down and seeing that my skin looked drastically different, and I kind of freaked out a bit. Grief, because I'd literally lost everything but my child. I was in denial that anything had happened and that this was really going on. It was like a nightmare that I couldn't get rid of. It was a really bad nightmare. They would do a surgery and I get a little bit better. So they did an exploratory surgery in my abdomen. My kidneys were failing. My lungs they had 3rd-degree burns. So before they could put in a trach, they had to do a graft in my throat. I was on an ECMO machine while they cleaned my lungs. I was on dialysis. They grafted my back, and it's most of my back. They did my arms, and I'm actually lucky to still have them because of the way, you know, like it's all the way up. You know, my entire arm and hand. Yeah, you kind of lose all of your pride when you're in a situation like that. I surprised Tyler, so he didn't know that Mama was coming home, even though he kept asking every day, is Mama coming, is Mama coming? And then the next day, we went to the firehouse. And that was fun. That was actually the first day that I had joy and not worried about what the hell was going on in my life for like over a month. Through benefit dinners and just coming together. I honestly feel like the town of Skowhegan has come together and rallied behind us and been amazing. I mean, it's awesome to know that there's a community that really cares when something bad happens. Going and doing that, because I still want to teach math, you know, to those middle schoolers who are going through all kinds of crazy stuff. As too many people say that, oh, I don't use math. And I say, oh, yes, you do. You just don't realize you're doing it. But you're using it every day. Everybody does. I'm just a mom. I think that good moms do everything they can to make sure that their children grow up and are good people. Part of that for Tyler was me picking him up and running through fire and getting as close to the door as possible. We didn't quite make it, but with Tim's help, we got out and we got breathing again. And I mean, that's just part of the journey in being his mom. Tyler helped to save himself. He hadn't left his room to come and get me to tell me that that was going on. He wouldn't be alive today. So Tyler saved himself. You know, he helped save me. He is brave and he is smart. He's a smart kid and he cares a lot. When that fire alarm goes off or when you're in your, you know, like you have less than 10 seconds to grab what's most important to you, what are you gonna grab? I grabbed the only thing that was important when that happened, and that was Tyler. A, make sure that your smoke detectors work. That is so big. Make sure that you tell them that you love them as often as you possibly can, because you never know if you won't be able to do it.
Safety.
Safety.
Safety. Definitely safety.
I would say dedication.
Commitment.
Awesome.
Hard work.
The hardworking firefighters.
Pride.
Awesome.
Exemplary.
Hero.
Teamwork.
Great.
The voice and how hard they work.
Professional. Aggressive. Friends.
Awesome.
Professionalism.
Tradition. I'll tell you, I used to be the supervisor at the State Fire Academy, be an instructor at the State Fire Academy. Tommy Keene and I used to work together teaching courses, and I can tell you every single student at Skowhegan Fire Center, the Academy, were excellent firefighters. And that's the reputation. Maybe reputation would be a better word.
I shall fall for grace of God, where no doctor can relieve me if I'm buried beneath the sod. But the angels won't receive me. Let me go, boys, let me go, boys. Let me go down in the mud where the rivers all run dry. This land was always ours, was the proud land of our fathers. It belongs to us and them, not to any of the others. Let them go, boys, let them go, boys. Let them go down in the mud where the rivers all dry. If I rock upon the waves, no coast can lie on me. Coming up threes, boys, coming up threes, boys. Let them go down in the mud where the rivers are run dry. If I shall fall for grace of God, where no doctor can relieve me, if I'm buried beneath the sod, still the angels won't receive me. Let me go, boys, let me go, boys. Let me go down in the mud where the rivers are run dry.
Hello there, this is the North Pole calling. Santa would like to speak to Remy if he's available. Thank you.
Oh, ho, ho, Remy! Santa would like to speak to you. Oh, ho, have you been a good little boy, Remy? I'm checking my list, and I see that you've been a good boy, but you need to listen to Mommy and Daddy just a little bit more. We want you to be really good because I think you want some Transformers. Yeah. Is it a unicorn? Oh, thank you for telling me. I'll have my elf work on that one. Yeah, I also want to make sure that you grow up and be a strong boy, so eat all your vegetables that your mommy and daddy prepare for you, okay? And keep doing a good job taking care of your cat, Mia. You're a good little boy, and you have a wonderful Christmas. And you thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to you. I have other little boys and girls to call, so you have a good night and sleep tight. Ho, ho, ho! You're welcome. Bye-bye. I was so shy he would come to the phone.
That was awesome.
And it's no nay, no nay, never, no more. When I play the wild lover, no, never, no more. But I've been a wild rover for many years the year, and I spent all the money on whiskey and beer. And now I'm returning with gold and red store, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no nay, no nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. I went into an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady money was spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Such a custom like yours I could have any day. And it's no nay, no nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. And then took from me pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened up with delight. She says I have whiskies and wines of the best, and the words that you told me were only in jest. And it's no nay, no nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. And it's no nay, no nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. I go home to my parents, confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And when they've caressed me as oft times before, I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no nay, no nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. And it's no nay, no nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more.
Coffee Com Center.
19 Hanover Street for electrical stove fire.
10-4, sir, that is correct.
Copy. Engine route will be in 10 shortly. En route shortly.
10-4, copy.
If I ever leave this world alive, well, thank you for the things you did in my life. If I ever leave this world alive, I'll come back down and sit beside your feet tonight. Wherever I am, you'll always be more than just a memory. If I ever leave this world alive, if I ever leave this world alive, I'll take on all the sadness that I left behind. If I ever leave this world alive, the madness that you feel will soon subside. So in a word, don't shed a tear. I'll be here when it all gets weird. If I ever leave this world alive. Just call my name just before you go insane. If I ever leave this world, hey, I may never leave this world, but if I ever leave this world alive, she says, I'm okay. From my life, you said that it would. Now everything should be alright. She says, I'm okay, I'm alright. Though you have gone from my life, you said that it would. Now everything should be alright. Yeah, should be alright.
Quinado!